Welcome to Latin Affiliated TV. We're here at Kush Life Club, and I got the best guys in the industry right now in rap. Coyote for Hire.
What's cracking?
I got them to get on the black couch to do the casting couch for me.
Yeah, man. This is where you guys. This is the casting couch, huh? Okay.
Yes,
it's about to go down.
My plan worked.
Yeah, hell
no,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
This is our first ever casting couch, so
take your shirt off, fool.
Yeah, let's see what you're working
This is
with.
what
Wait,
I'm
no.
working with.
You guys gotta subscribe. You know, we'll do that.
That's exclusive content.
There's a paywall on that one.
Yeah.
But right now, if you're
this
watching,
is the PG version. We'll shoot the rated R version after. We'll have my pants off the whole time.
You gotta subscribe to the OnlyFans though, at Coyote for Hire /OnlyFans.
Yep, that's definitely our next venture.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about that because there are a lot of artists that seems to be the next ceiling that they're going to. I'm noticing this, okay? But let me give a shout out to our sponsor really quick, to AM Wellness. He gave us these really healthy, great drinks filled with sea moss. They're freshly squeezed. They're local. Pick one up. Go follow them on Instagram, AM Wellness. And you guys, did you take a sip of it?
Yeah, I took a sip of the beet one.
The beet one.
juice.
I like the names too.
It's pretty fire.
It's called
pretty
Beat
fire.
It Up.
It's got a little.
Beat it up.
It's called Beat It Up.
Beat it up.
Yeah.
See, it goes with the whole casting couch vibe.
This one's Caribbean Recovery.
I beat it up for sure, so
So
that's probably why I like it. But yeah, it's fire. It's got a little ginger kick to it. I definitely feel more healthy drinking it. A little too healthy, so I had to spike it a little bit. I threw some whiskey in here.
I wanted you guys to come through and just hang out, and I'm so happy you guys made it tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. For sure.
Thanks for showing up too to the premiere. What'd you think of it?
The premiere.
I didn't get, well, I
You
did,
didn't see this, the
I did watch it. Yes. I seen it.
You seen it after, but you didn't see it at the premiere.
I seen it, and I'll tell you guys what happened there, but
oh, you have to leave or something?
I did show up, yes, I was there.
I know you were there, but what happened? Why didn't you see it?
Because I was with a person that had to go, and
oh, you guys left before it played.
So yeah,
makes sense. A lot of people did. We're supposed to be the first movie that played, but
motherfuckers had to sit through
technical
all those
difficulties.
independent films.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But
Some
that's
of 'em were
huge,
trash.
man. You guys had your music video debuted at the Chinese theater.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was
First
awesome.
rappers to ever do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really big, man. And I know you guys said that it's because you guys are kind of introducing people to what you guys are doing more and more as doing stuff in the film industry, right? But we definitely want to talk to you guys about your music today.
Yeah.
How well it's going, and I've been talking to your manager. I've been on their radars ever since I met them, and we did meet almost a year ago. This Mother's Day.
Yep.
And I was so happy. That was actually the first event that I got put on a flyer.
Nice.
And it was, so
it was
ever
cool.
since then, I feel like.
It was just Mother's Day, so it didn't turn out as crazy as it could have been, I guess. But when we agreed to it, I didn't even know, too. I was like, oh, shit, we booked something on Mother's Day? I felt like a dickhead. We have to leave our mom. I'm like, sorry, Mom.
Duty calls.
Yeah, so we did something earlier.
You also miss your son's first birthday, so it's just...
Oh, yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Being a rapper kind of turns you into a piece of shit human being, I guess.
Unfortunately.
And, you know, it's the price you got to pay. You sacrifice family time and be a piece of shit like my brother, man. This is his first son's birthday.
No, kind of, but no. We're going to do a birthday on his birthday, right? So my wife had this elaborate plan. We had zoo animals and lizards and turtles, right? And like 2 days before, our manager at the time, he was like, oh, I need y'all in Chicago. You guys are going to do the Lyrical Lemonade Festival. 2 days before. And I was like, I was hyped. And then I was like, wait, what day? He's like, Saturday. And that was my son's birthday. So I'm like, fuck.
Dude, he calls, man. He's not even going to remember that birthday. It don't even matter, man.
That is so
The
true.
mission's bigger.
Definitely not going to remember.
It was late as hell. Then I tell my wife in the morning, because he told us like at 3 a.m.
So
and then she tell me, why the fuck you just telling me now? My motherfucker, I just found out. What the fuck?
You were asleep.
She rescheduled it to the following week. So I still made it to the party, but his actual birthday, we had to completely do an audible.
Well, you know, it comes with the territory. Yeah, sometimes we're going to miss some Christmases. We're going to miss some Mother's Days. We're gonna miss some birthdays. We're gonna miss some births.
Yeah,
I like to
for
tell
sure.
my girl, I might miss some births.
Oh no, you need to take it there.
Part of the job, but guess
I mean,
what,
who
man?
did that? Didn't
Them
Kanye
bills
West?
are gonna get paid.
I think Kanye West missed a birth because he was at a
Probably.
concert.
Yeah, I
or
just got that
something.
from the late great Dewey Cox.
Yeah, you don't know Dewey Cox, do your research, man. He's a legend
Legend.
in the music game. He's really
Someone I aspire to be.
Yeah, he's really a poet. But Dewey Cox, do your research after. He's a real person.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you guys usually carry around, like, I keep seeing this guy. Who's that guy that hangs around with you guys with the
belts?
WWE?
He carries our belts.
That's
He's just
the
I
texting
thought
me
he
right
was
now.
gonna come today.
Yeah, look. Dad, he's texting me what's happening, what time. But he missed the thing. Like, we have a schedule thing. And it's like, bro,
saw
you
the
know
group
what we're
chat.
doing. Yeah, look. Like, we
So
have this schedule.
is he just your guys' like he just?
He's the plug, man.
Yeah.
That's Big Juice Deuce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a cartel leader. You know what I'm
Nah, I don't even play with that.
Because he carries your guys', they're your belts.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's our belt
That's-
bearer, man.
Yeah.
He's our belt bearer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, that's the homie though.
You ever watch wrestling?
No.
You know how wrestlers have managers that like carry their belts, or so that's what he is to us.
Yeah,
He's
I
like
see
a
him
part
on all
of the
your
bit.
interviews, like off to
Yeah.
the side with your
Yeah.
belts. So
Yeah.
I just realized, I was like, okay, this guy just carries their belts around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we
he's-
never really address him. Like, he don't say nothing. He's just there. It's
Yeah.
just like,
He's the homie.
He was on
Silent
No
Bob.
Jumper with no mic.
yeah.
He was just sitting there. I thought that was so funny, man.
He's just
Yeah, I'm
adds to
glad you
the
noticed it.
aesthetics of it. You know?
Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. Yeah, I saw
He
you
has
guys.
a dope look, you know, and yeah, it's like,
Yeah, we known him for years, so we're just like, man, come through, give him something to do, you know, hold these belts right here,
yeah.
He looks
hold
tough.
this greatness.
Yeah. And, you know, like, we call ourselves a tag team champ, so it's just like a little thing that we never really address that's just always around. Like, yeah, you're going to see us, even in the Pocho video at the end, out of nowhere, the girl gives us our belts. It's just like a thing where motherfuckers are like, what's up with the fucking belts, you know? Like, but we never really talk about it. It's just like a part
Yeah,
of the thing for now.
I started putting two and two together, and I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, these guys really like WWE, and they're the tag team champs.
We like any combat sport, really.
Yeah.
We fuck with UFC, we fuck with boxing.
Yep.
And WWE too is cool. We grew up on that, so yeah, we just kind of like relive our childhood through that.
Yeah.
And wrestlers are really like stuntmen. They really
Yeah.
get out there and bang it, like they get hurt and shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we respect it for sure.
And they're
Yeah,
entertainers.
the entertainment value of it as
Yeah.
well. The motherfuckers are entertainers. And they got the gift of the gab too.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers put on a show for
Yeah.
real, for real.
Any great boxer, like if you ask Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, like they'll tell you they got their bit from watching their favorite wrestlers, whoever they were. How like, I'm the greatest, I'm this. That's like wrestler
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Cause you gotta
And-
sell a fight.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So we take that into this rap shit. Like
Yeah.
we kind of like when we pull up as like our egos, because there's the people and then there's our egos. So when we show up as our ego, that's like our wrestler character, which is our character just enhanced on steroids. And that's when we're just popping our shit. Like, man, ain't nobody fuck with us or whatever we want to talk about.
yeah.
And that's when we have the belts and we just add the whole thing just to like entertain people.
Yeah, because
Just
rap
an
is
alter ego.
a competitive sport.
Very.
So
You know, I know in LA you guys are really making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
And Europe, surprisingly, we have a huge audience in Europe on Spotify. It's our second
Oh, that's dope.
largest. It's Los Angeles, and then every other city is in Europe.
So you're looking at your analytics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
got
love
to,
that.
Got
Yeah.
to. You got to know what's going on, man. You got to get your business side of it right too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just we're learning as we go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because we did sign a fucked up deal in the beginning, but luckily, you know, we got
I
out of
heard.
that, and
You guys were with
and it was
Black?
all smooth sailing
Yeah.
too. Though at the end of the day, like on that side, they kept it real with us, and
Yeah.
and they let us go too. So it's like no bad blood over there, but we had to get out of that
I
just
cannot
to benefit
believe-
ourselves and progress with our career. And it just let us know that we got to take things into our own hands because no one's going to do
Mm-hmm.
it for us. We got to do it for ourselves. So we got to get the business side of it correct. We got to get the LLC, all of it together. You know what I
With
mean?
taxes
And check
and-
the analytics, like all that stuff. You have to do it all.
So we could see where we could perform at. So it's like, all right, we do well in LA. That's the #1 city. And then it's like Helsinki, fucking London, fucking, and then some Mexican cities too. But it's like it's
Yeah, I was
heavy
gonna
in
say.
Europe. It's heavy in Europe. Cause we performed over there. We did a tour with Game over there. So I think we left an
Was
impression.
that when you were with
Whack?
Whack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a tour with the game in Europe, and every city we were in, we were just like shutting shit down. Like
Mosh
we were killing
pitting.
it. Fucking left an impression for sure in every city, and I think that's where it kind of started growing, and that's why we have listeners overseas.
Yeah.
And we're definitely planning to go back out there pretty soon and tap back in with whoever was fucking with us, cause man, it was fun out there.
Super
for real,
fun.
For real. It was kind of crazy to see us get so received. The reception out there was fucking tight.
When we didn't exist at the time, we didn't
Yeah.
have not one song out. Coyote was just an idea and Whack found us when it was just an idea.
That's crazy.
And-
Whack found you guys.
Yeah, because one of the homies knew him. He showed him. He's like, well, fuck it. Because when we created it, we did like 2-3 videos on brand, but we didn't release anything. It was just like, oh, this is our new concept. This is the brand. It's called Coyote. And we showed 2 videos, and our homie was showing people. It got to Whack, and then Whack's like, fuck it, let's build it from the ground. And he put his money where his mouth was at first, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning.
Because he only had, how many artists does he have?
Yeah,
He has
just
Game.
Blueface,
Blueface,
Oh,
and
Ray,
Blueface.
Ray J.
Oh, okay.
The homie
I
True
didn't
Car.
know that. That makes sense. Because I see Ray J around him right now.
Yeah, but his bread and butter is Game and Blue and Ray J. And he was trying to get a few artists off the ground, us, True Car, the homie Flash Gotti, Kiddo Curry. And it was cool at first, bro. I got a lot of great experiences with him. And we had fun. We got to see the world with him. But then 2020 happened, and at that point, we kind of had to take matters into our own hands. And, you know, we had to make it right with him, so we made it right with him. And then we just been stepping on the gas because we don't know what we're doing. We're just doing. You know what I'm saying? It may look like we do, but we're just doing stuff. We're doing cool stuff, and people want to do cool stuff with us.
The more
And-
cool stuff you do, the
Yeah.
more cool stuff
Happens.
happens
Yeah.
after, you know? So
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty much what we've been seeing, like it's been rolling out, because like you said, we're taking matters in our own hands, and the dope shit that we do, it opens other doors for dope shit to happen.
Yeah.
And we're learning as we go. Like I said earlier, we're just
Yeah.
learning as we go, and we're trying to just figure out the business of it too, you know what I'm saying, as we go, just getting everything together and
So you guys became independent like during COVID.
Moving independent,
moving
but
independent.
technically signed.
Technically still signed, and we realized, hey, we're doing this shit independent already, like might as well be fully independent.
Do you
So
think
let's
if
get out
COVID
of
wouldn't
this
have happened,
deal.
you guys would have still stayed?
I'm grateful for COVID actually,
Yeah.
because it
That was
put a
God
different
throwing
type
the
of-
alley-oop.
Yeah, it was God actually helping us, because if it would have happened at that time, I don't think we would have been as prepared as we are now. Like now, I feel like our blade is so sharp, and can't nobody like fuck with us on any type of level. Back then, we're still good though, but we're new to
Appeasing.
the industry. There's like A&Rs you gotta see. There's like all these suits you gotta appease, and like they're all in your ear. No, you have to do this. You have to do this type of record. Now it's like we lived through that, experienced it, done it. Failed. In my eyes, it failed. In other people's eyes, maybe it was successful, but not in my eyes. So it hurt even more knowing that, man, we're listening to these motherfuckers,
And it
it
failed.
didn't work out the way we see it working out, which is on a global spectrum. Like we see ourselves up there with the greats, right? And that's what we're aiming for. And when it didn't do that, it just kind of, it hurt more, because we were listening to other people, like, y'all need to put this type of record out type shit. And now we're doing what the fuck we want to do. And we're seeing we're growing on a like, we're building like a cult fan base, people that really fuck with what we're doing, because we really stand by the art that we're putting out now, because it's what we really believe in, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So 2020 to me was a blessing, because
Yeah.
it put a different type of battery in our back. Like, nah, we got to beat up the internet. We got to do more. It just showed us we got to do more.
Yeah.
And then that's what we started doing. We
Yeah.
started doing more.
Because we got benched ultimately.
Yeah.
And it's like, our ego was like, what the fuck? We were promised the world, right? And at first, it was showing like it was gonna happen. The label was super excited about everything we were doing. We didn't really like it, but they liked it, so we're like, fuck it. We're seeing all over Europe with the game, tour for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Our first big check off of rap, so we're like, shit, this shit's about to happen. We're just sitting back, letting the label do everything, right?
Yeah.
And then we got benched, so then our wheels started turning, and then to prove them wrong, we're like, fuck that. Like, then we started attacking the internet, and that's when we started creating a real fan base that wasn't orchestrated by the label.
Industry.
Yeah, and then that became more real, and then people started knowing us, even though we weren't dropping music, and they didn't really know why they knew us, but it was like the freestyles and this, that, and the third. And then, yeah, once we doubled down on what we want to do, and the whole time the industry was telling us, no one wants to hear that shit, no one wants to hear that shit, what we do, right? And then when we started doing that shit is when everything started happening.
Rappity, hip hop.
So it was a blessing, and then the internet, you know, then people tapped in, like
Legends started tapping in, like people that we mess with, and it's kind of like, damn, shit, something's happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We might put out a whole fucking tape with just legends that fuck with us, you know what I mean? So it just lets us know, like, we're on the right path because people we admire and grew up admiring and listening to are giving us our props, you know what I mean? And we're like, all right.
And they almost be surprised that we love them. Like when we met with Be Real, like I could tell he was like, damn, because we were as much interviewing him as he was interviewing us.
Yeah.
We're
It's
so,
just because we speak the same
fans.
language, right? Like we study the same craft, we speak the same language. So it's like when you meet a sensei, kind of, you want to pick his brain too. You know what I mean? Like, damn, because I want to learn things that he's done, his process. Because I'm trying to get to that level too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm already there, but you also gotta, pick everybody.
Yeah, I heard you guys say that you guys look up to Be Real and
Big
Big
Pun.
Pun, and not just as rappers.
Yeah.
Just what they've done.
Yeah.
Their flag is stamped in hip hop. There's a hip hop exhibit in LA. Cypress Hills all over the motherfucker. Big Puns all over the motherfucker. Like the only two Latinos really. Oh, they kind of mentioned Cycle Realm a little, but you know it's a majority black sport. But we got those two flags in there.
And you guys open up for Cycle Realm, right?
Oh yeah, we fuck with Cycle Realm. Shout out to Duke and Sick Jackin. We've been working with them a little bit. Sick, we did a song on one of his
showing
beats.
us love. They've been tapping in.
So they never really made it mainstream.
Because Duke unfortunately got shot and paralyzed, but they were ahead of their time. They were super ahead of their time, and I think they still left a cool legacy, but it probably would have been a lot bigger if that didn't happen. They're living good.
Got their
They
lane,
definitely
right?
got their lane. They're still getting booked for shows.
Yeah, for sure.
If music pays the bills, man, I feel like you're blessed.
That's
it's a day accomplished. You know what I'm saying? And they're underground legends at the end of the day, especially for our people.
They are.
Because like it's so little of us, it's not many of us. So when some of us do crack that code and get to pay their bills through music, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, and they care about the craft like we do. Because I know when we met with Sick for the first time, he was like, the coolest shit for me was that Method Man went up to me and was like, yo, I fuck with y'all, quoting their bars. And then he's like, to me, because, as I'm sure with any competitive sport, basketball, football, rap, like when your peers, like I'm sure for Kobe Bryant, nothing meant more than Michael Jordan telling him like, yo, you're fucking good. So for rappers, it's like the same thing. When you see someone you really respect, tell them, say that they respect you and like what you're doing, it's kind of like the biggest
it's almost
compliment
like,
you can receive is from a peer.
You guys did it. You guys are getting the accolades from these pioneers. You guys are making a living on it, and so you guys really have succeeded.
We're reinvesting all our money though, so we don't really see it.
It's just the rap game. The rap game is no different than the dope game.
Yeah.
It's like you got to get your re-up. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to keep. Especially when you're independent, you got to keep feeding that machine. So it's like whatever you're making out of it, you put it back in. Whether it's, we don't like doing bullshit ass videos. We'll do them every now and then, but like the high production shit is what we really like stand behind, and we're really proud of those videos. So they cost money, you know what I'm saying?
We're just doing the math on the way up here because we're like, hold up, how much money we make? And it's like, we haven't seen none of this shit because then we're doing the math on how much the videos are costing and like if you're gonna make it on a major label, you gotta spend like major labels do. So we wanna be viewed as certain artists, not even viewed, we know we are certain artists. So our product has to match who we know we are. Especially when you got eyes on you and there's like, rap is so oversaturated. Nobody in LA that isn't already super popping like Kendrick, Tyler, Schoolboy. They're doing shit that like we're doing, but anyone that's in our level, like nobody's doing what we're doing. Like, because they don't want to spend the money to do it because this shit is very expensive.
Or they're waiting on the label that they're signed to cough up the money, but We said, fuck that.
We
we'll
could have
just
copped
pay for
fucking
ourselves.
fat ass chains each with some of the bread we had, but
Easy.
instead we reinvested it into these music videos that some people would be like, why y'all spending that much money? But it's like, nah, because this is like how I want to present the fucking art. This is our art, and this is how we want to present it, because with this, more money's gonna come. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
That's
You
for
don't
sure.
chase. You don't chase money. You gotta attract it. So, that's what's been working for us. Like, just attract the money and put. It's not like what do we want out of rap and hip hop. It's like, what can you give it?
Yeah,
What can you
exactly.
give it, and then you get that
You
in
get that in
return. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not what can I get from it, because then you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was doing that for a long time. I was rapping for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, the cars, the money, the fucking partying and shit like that. But now it's like, nah, I'm seeing it from a different perspective. Like, what could I give this
Yeah.
culture? What could I give for it?
Yeah.
Instead
Yeah,
of
'cause
being
you guys
so
have-
entitled, like, yeah, I deserve this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not how you should look at it. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have done all the work, and now you guys have a lot of eyes on you, you know? So you guys could definitely use that and use it
Yeah.
to make more stuff grow.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
key is
for
just, you know, it's a content game now, so you gotta be super consistent.
I know. I'm
like,
so happy you guys made it, because I know your manager is like, they are so sick of doing podcasts.
yeah.
And I was like,
It's-
I know they are, but they have to come on Latin Affiliate.
We're on like a 7-day run of nonstop working. Like we were just in fucking Oklahoma. We had a video shoot yesterday, studio session. Video shoot 2 days ago, studio session yesterday. This today. We got
You
some
know
other
what it
shit
is too?
tomorrow.
I feel like rappers shouldn't be podcasters. You know
Mm-hmm.
why? Because like you should.
Professional podcasters.
Yeah, you should. I mean, it's cool to pop out once in a while and do a little interview and stuff. But like for the most part, it's like
Put out
everything I
music.
have to say should be in the music. You know, why would I have to go behind a fucking microphone and a camera and
For
talk
sure.
and speak?
Yeah.
Everything that I'm saying here or everything that's on my mind should be in my music. So go check my fucking music out. Don't fucking see me on a podcast.
Yeah, and
you
I've
know?
been wanting you guys on the show, and like I just been like waiting for the right time, because I was like, I just wanted to make sure that when you guys really came on,
Yeah,
that
hell yeah.
it was set up, and so.
No, this is cool. We're,
I
we're shooting the
respect your
shit.
guys'
You know, you're not
time.
asking no
Yeah,
dumbass
yeah.
questions, so we're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people ask dumbass questions, or the same ass
I
questions.
know, and exactly the same question.
But it's understandable, I guess, especially if they have
Especially
like
if they're
a,
ignorant to what we've been doing.
and if they
stuff.
have a big audience, you want to let their audience know if they may not know, type of shit. But nowadays, going back to what he said, like rappers shouldn't be podcasters. Yes, but also like
He wants to be a podcaster so
I don't.
bad. That's why it's a butt there.
Nah, I don't.
I
It's
feel
just-
like if everything I gotta
nowadays
say
people
should be
do
in the
want to
music.
hear you talk. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's the thing.
You guys should just get
They
a
do wanna
Twitch
hear.
channel.
Yeah, it's
I'll
the
be down
same
for
thing.
that,
You
yeah.
see, that's the same. He's down to Twitch, but he's not down.
But
to
it's like
podcast.
it's different because it could be in the comfort of your facility or
That's still
like
a
your
podcast.
home and shit. And you could do anything on Twitch, really. Like you
Studio
could be
session.
at a
So-
studio session. You could be fucking
I've been
at
getting
the
advice
park
on
playing
that.
basketball.
What?
You know what I'm
On
saying?
what?
On the Twitch game.
What's the advice?
Because I talked to one of the big Twitch streamers, and he's
Mm-hmm.
been giving me all the advice. And just basically, when you live stream, you are for sure connecting with your audience, because
Right. Yeah.
kind of feed off of you reading their comments. That's all it is, versus just putting this on YouTube and
Right.
there's comments and we reply to later. But the Twitch
Right.
thing is like real time.
Yeah.
You
Live,
know, they
yeah.
could, and like you said, you could be anywhere and you could do it at any time. So.
The weird shit about that, I'd be like, who the fuck is watching this right now, just live?
Man, it's crazy because I feel like that's the time we live in now. Nobody goes outside really, especially the youth, man. They're all behind the fucking computer.
You know
So
Vince
it's like-
Staples?
The rapper from Long Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chances are you've probably seen more of his interviews than you've ever heard his music, right?
Actually, I don't even listen to his music.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just-
But
I
have
just say
you've
that.
probably seen his interviews though, pop up on Instagram.
Actually,
I feel like he's like one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
artists
algorithm.
that people love his interviews. Like every time
Really?
he talks, I've seen him go viral 1 billion times just talking,
There's a
right?
couple artists like
and
that.
and it's like it's cool. Like Nipsey Hussle, like rest in peace. When he passed, thank God he did all those interviews, because now you clip up his thoughts and people get to see how you
True.
think. So it's like another form of like giving people a little peace of mind. Like you could kick game, you could just give jokes, whatever. Like so, it's just another form of giving people a little piece of you. That's how I see it. Just like music is that, I think sometimes interviews are that too. Because music, you have to relay that message, but you have to do it in a song structure, which sometimes could be.
Which you guys are very good at, and not a lot of, not every rapper is good at that,
Yeah, for sure.
You guys are good at writing out
I don't even
stories.
try.
Yeah.
Really, it's kind of crazy.
The good stuff,
I do not try at all, especially when it comes to this space. Like I said, like I'm not a big talker like that, so it's like the cameras and all this. It takes the genuine feel out of it for me. So it's like lights, camera, action. Now I gotta put on a show, so it's like I don't know.
Your persona.
Yeah, exactly.
WWE.
Yeah,
Do you guys have
sometimes.
Do you guys have performer names? WWE performer names?
No, we're just the Yotes. That's our group name. That would be our wrestler personas, I guess. The
Okay.
egos. It's just whatever our ego is. That's the characters. It's like an exaggeration of yourself, essentially.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe you guys. Well, I know you guys have been doing so many podcasts, and that's why.
I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm telling you
cool.
guys.
It's cool.
I know. But you guys had to come on the show.
Yeah, hell
because,
yeah. No,
That's what we
so,
here.
We show love to people that show love to us, man.
Exactly.
That's our mantra. If you show love to us,
If
we'll
you
show
fuck
it
with
back.
us, we fuck with you.
Yeah, every time. When people show us love, it's what I'm like people that don't have to, that are super successful or whatever. So I always try to pay it forward. Like if those guys could show love to us, like we could show
I
love
feel
to
like
people that
it's
show
like
love
that.
to
I
us.
feel like the people that are actually successful are the most humble ones,
Mm-hmm.
and the guys that are not successful, those are the ones with
Prima
like, yeah, and
donnas
it's like, dude, you know who you are, right? You're
Yeah.
like a C-lister, D-lister.
You ain't shit,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
and the
Right.
A-lister, B-listers are way more humble.
Yeah,
It's
we've
crazy.
experienced that too with like.
There's a whole lot of divas in this fucking industry. There's a lot of rappers that are fucking bitches, really.
Yeah.
They act worse than females. And they feel like once they become artists, it gives them a pass to be shitty humans. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's still like, nah, man, I see everybody eye level. Nobody's above me, nobody's under me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat you with respect if you treat me with respect. If you
Yeah.
cross those lines, then we get into some other shit. But
Yeah.
ain't nobody above me but God.
Yeah. Like the biggest people show us hella love, man. Like, and then sometimes people that maybe are artists and maybe they're a little envious or maybe that motherfuckers they don't take
fucking
nothing to show
divas.
love, but motherfuckers like just don't want to show it. Like me, that's why like I refuse to be like that. Even if I know someone's like that with me, if I genuinely like something, I'ma show love to it. Like I've seen artists that I don't know who the fuck they
You
are.
gotta be careful who you show love to, though, too.
Yeah,
'cause
but-
it's a double-edged sword, like, because you could show love to somebody, and then they could use that against you if they're a piece of shit. really,
Yeah,
you know
but
I'm saying?
what you gonna say? Oh, this motherfucker like my shit.
Look what happened to J. Cole.
No,
Just
I would
said-
never do no
he said,
sucker
we
shit
the
like
big
that.
Three. He said, "Fuck the big three. This
Yeah.
is big me." Backfired.
It
Gotta
wouldn't
be
have
careful who you
have
show love
backfired
to.
if he shot back though. It was a good
He
good
did.
opportunity to go back and forth with a little banter.
Opportunists will
I'm saying
take
like,
advantage of you showing love.
let's say like
Yeah.
when Shaq saw us, right? He didn't know who the fuck we were.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. Okay, so he found
freestyle.
you guys.
Yeah, he found us.
Shit,
With
okay.
freestyle, my brother did, and he liked it, commented, he shot a message. Like
Where were
simple
you?
as that.
What freestyle video was it?
My brother just did some shit.
song we did that never came out. I was just recording myself rapping the verse.
in the
I was in the
car.
car. I was in the car. I was
No,
driving. I was
no
parked.
science to it.
I was actually parked.
And
Yeah.
Shaq, it comes up on his algorithm.
Yeah.
Comes up on his
That's
algorithm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And then he
I guess
reached
some
out.
people he follows follow us, and then that's how he came across it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he saw the DM, and a lot of people would have just let that sit, like, oh, it's cool, look, Shaq, and then make nothing out of it. So now it was our responsibility to dunk this opportunity. So we were
No
just
pun
watering,
intended.
we were just watering it slowly because it was a 2-year relationship building there before we made the song. But I say that to say that, like, the homie Renee Vaca too, right? Like, when I saw his shit, he wasn't popping yet. He probably had like 18,000 followers. I saw a clip. It was fucking hilarious. I liked it. I commented. I shot him a DM like, hey, bro, you're fucking funny. And then it was something like that. Just showing love, right? And then he showed love back. We met. We vibed immediately. Like, and I've seen hella artists that there's this girl I just found that's fucking sick. I'll just show love to it if I think it's dope. I don't have this like artist ego like oh, I can't like this because I'm an artist
Yeah, it's
and I'm a
crazy
co-signer.
how it's
People
like
really
that
think like
too,
that.
man.
That's lame. To me, that's lame.
I think it's I don't know how it is, but I know it's like that in LA.
For sure.
They're fucking lames, bro.
It's just, you know, it goes back to the crabs in the bucket mentality. You know, everybody thinks that there's not enough for everybody to eat, and they're like, if I show them love, like, you know what I'm saying, it takes away from him, or whatever the case may be.
Or why I'm not getting this love? Fuck that, I ain't gonna show it.
I actually went off
like,
on a person, a good friend of mine, because I was like, I called him out on some bullshit. I was like, you know what, dude, you act like you fuck with me. You know I'm trying to do shit on Instagram, and it hurts when your own people like that you think that really fuck with you. So it gets in my head sometimes.
And on the flip side, like, then I'll tell myself, well, nobody owes me shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, so it's like a double-edged sword. It's just like, the only thing that bothers me is more so when you see them in person and they show you the love for what you're doing.
Exactly, and that's what had happened.
But on the internet, it's not present. I won't tell them nothing, but I take a mental note, like, you hating ass motherfucker, like, you following all our steps. You're copying some of our steps, because a lot of people are copying what we're doing. So that's why we switched it up now to high level shit, because everyone was doing the low production shit we were doing on our phones, still going viral and shit. But it's just like, oh, all right. Me, I'll never be that person. Like, if I see an artist that I show love to in person when I see them, you're gonna see the track record that I showed love to them too. Like, when it's like, bro, I saw what you did. That shit was fire. And you're gonna see me probably in the comments saying it's fire, like.
And you get what you give too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
So
if I like it, I like it. I'm gonna like it, and then you're gonna get that right back. You know, the universe will give it right back to you.
So. But
So why did you guys decide to do the stop motion music video? Was it?
We just wanted to do something different, something creative, something animated, because we've never done anything like that. So we just wanted to step outside the box of what we usually do. And we grew up watching fucking Celebrity Deathmatch and shit like that. And we got inspired by
that show was crazy
Love
on
that show.
MTV.
And then fucking the little cool feud that Charles Barkley and Shaq got, we kind of played into that, and you know.
Is that a real feud? It's a real feud.
It's
a friendly feud. You know, I think they respect each other.
Well, I think since Kobe
they
died,
love each other.
Right. Everybody's decided not
They're brothers. They love each other. It's just like
take shit too seriously.
It's just like a banter they have, you know, like. But
it's part of the show now. I think like people are entertained by it. Their little back and forth they do. So we wanted to play into that and have Shaq rip his head off, like on some Celebrity Deathmatch type shit. And just do something different, really. So, and that's what we came up with.
Initially, it's because we thought that Shaq probably wouldn't have time to do the second video, but when we pitched him that idea. At first, he thought we were gonna put him in clay. He's like, yeah, I'm with whatever, just how much clay I gotta put on me. So I was like, like he would have been down to do the second video, but we got a whole EP we're working with Shaq, so we'll have other videos too in person, but it was more something we've always wanted to do, and it was a creative risk, but I think that's something people are gonna appreciate down the line when they really start. Because it didn't go crazy like the first one went. You couldn't escape that one. Like the first one.
It's doing its thing though. Like it's growing
TMZ
gradually
reported.
for sure.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, hell yeah, multiple times.
It kind of brought Shaq out of retirement, really. After he did our shit, everybody started hitting him up for verses and
there you go, people watching.
There you go. Snoop Dogg reposted his verse on our video.
And a picture of us.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
Rick Ross almost copied our whole rollout too. You know how we introduced Shaq as
Rick
the third Yodi?
You know, I'm friends with the real Rick Ross, so I'm biased. I can't fuck with
It's all good though.
I can't fuck with the rapper.
Yeah. I kind of liked it. I was like, oh, Rick Ross is watching our shit and copying some of the moves. It's all right though. It's Shaq, man. Like, people fucking love that guy. So of course, we inspired other people to bring that out of Shaq, I feel. But none of them have been as successful as the one we do with him. Even the Rick Ross one, our shit did way better than that one. So.
And Shaq been a respectable rapper, so.
Oh yeah, he's a beast, super beast. But yeah, that's the same way the Mario Lopez shit came about. Same, like I said, showing love to strangers. He just
What did you
DM'd
guys
us.
show love to him?
No, he showed love to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he DM'd us and said, "You guys
That's-
are awesome.
that's
I mess
dope.
with what you guys are doing."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Yeah, you mess
That
with
is
us."
crazy because you
How
wouldn't
much
even
do you
think that
mess
he
with us?
listened to
Yeah.
rap. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't look at him and think that
He's actually edgier than he portrays to be.
I'm
That-
sure. I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
that's
for
true.
sure.
We were cracking jokes with each other, and he was getting a little edgy. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker's not a little bitch. So I like that about him. Like he was
Yeah.
cool. He's super cool. Another person that it felt very natural. As soon as we met him, it felt like we've known him our whole life, type of shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, he just showed love. He DM'd us like, yo, keep killing it. Can't wait to meet y'all. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. It was just one of those messages, and then again, me and my brother, we just
Like,
started
hey, we're
plotting.
gonna keep it up,
Yeah.
but one favor.
Yeah.
Come
Not even a
out,
favor,
man.
like
Right.
you pitch him an idea, like, yo, we got this idea. I know it's a long shot. We
I guess
that's
that's what
how
I
we
do with you
introduce
guys.
it. Yeah, you gotta shoot your shot.
You gotta,
Yeah.
you
pitch
miss all the
something
shots
cool.
you don't take.
Yeah. So if anyone that we respect shows us admiration, we're gonna take it to the next level and give them a look too, because that was a look for Mario too. Like we're not gonna
You
do
are
nothing
right. It
corny,
really
you know.
was a look for Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
It's taken him out of his like little
Squeaky
PC
clean, yeah.
job.
Yeah.
PC, extra access TV show.
One
that he
thing we
does.
gonna do for sure is give you a look.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
gonna benefit you.
That
so.
definitely
It's mutually
added some-
beneficial. So that's how we present it to them. Like, so they see that, and it's cool that they see that because it's like that's what we see. So it kind of helps us, I guess, keep going sometimes. Because sometimes you don't know what you're doing, if it's even working, or if you want to even keep doing it. Like we have thoughts of quitting probably on a daily basis.
I think
Too
anyone
far to turn
that
back now.
is
Yeah.
working so hard, of course, and you have to be on so much, and that's what
You
I
have to be
hear
on all
so
the time.
hard about being entertainers is the high highs, because when you get such a rush, and I don't know, because I don't perform on stage, but I'm sure you guys get all that adrenaline, getting all that positive energy on stage, and then the next
Those are the
day,
highs, yeah.
you're like not doing anything. So I hear that's what really fucks artists
It's
up.
it's more
I
lows
think,
than
yeah,
highs.
yeah, it's a lot of lows, but it's a lot of highs too. But I think it's just so much going on around you when you're trying to navigate through this shit that you gotta just lock in to see what's on your plate. Once you start looking at other people's and what they're doing or
Yeah.
these opinions and that's when things start like fucking with you
The
mentally
house
and
starts
like
to fall apart.
yeah, you got to just lock into what's on my plate. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't worried about what he's got on his plate, what they got, who's been going crazier than me, or who's not. I don't give a fuck. What do I have in front of me?
Yeah.
And that's when you really lock in and you're like, all right, nothing matters at the end of the day. What do I have to do? Fuck
Yeah.
whoever took off like yesterday and went viral. I'm going to get there tomorrow too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a lot of people that are going more crazy than us right now, but I feel like it's a marathon. So in the long run, I feel like we're gonna catch up and surpass everybody. Like I feel like we're really gonna be the biggest ones to really crack the code and do this shit
100%.
within the next year or two for sure, if not the next 6 months. Quote me on
Yeah.
that.
So I can't even imagine what kind of music you guys are sitting on.
A lot of dope shit.
Cool shit, man. We got a lot of cool shit.
A lot of stuff that these motherfuckers have no idea how to even create. Like,
Yeah.
we got more talent in this little corner of my pinky than a lot of these
Bro.
fucking
For real.
dudes. Like,
We
they
can
can't even
freestyle
fathom
what they do.
what we have.
Yeah, 100%. This next shit, I'm probably more excited than I am about anything
Oh,
we've done. The next song,
Yeah.
if it's the next one, if the video
There's a
gets done
couple
on time.
songs that are still we're juggling that are gonna be the next ones to drop.
Yeah, we don't know which ones.
But we have like a handful of them that we're working on right now to fully package it and then put it out. But
one of them's the Be Real one.
one of them's a Be Real one.
So
There's
you
another
guys
one.
got a
The
collab
song, yeah.
with Be Real.
Yeah.
It's super dope. That's not even the one I'm
Super
super
dope,
hyped
super
about.
dope.
I'm hyped about.
I'm hyped
this
about
other-
it for sure.
I'm hyped
very
about
hyped
it.
about it. But we have another one
That's
too. That's
fire.
crazy.
Artistically, I'm hyped about that song, the Be Real one. I mean,
Uh-huh.
because that to me, that's just as legendary as the Shaq moment to me. Like I was more nervous with Be Real, but the other one artistically is probably the most artistic thing that we've ever done. And I know we keep saying that
interesting.
because it's fucking true. Every time we're kind of out, we're
you
always
mean
trying to
it's a
outdo
different
We're
ourselves.
just out. We're just like everything we
Yeah.
do is like we're constantly outdoing ourselves. So it's like the next thing is always the best thing. Like our best foot's always coming forward. So it's like we're constantly growing. I feel like we haven't even reached our full potential yet. Like I feel like I'm getting better every day. Like I just got to keep doing it. You know, the more I do it, the better I get. So it's like why stop? Because I'm just gonna keep producing better shit.
Yeah.
And it's been showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like we're making all these videos that look like it's $50,000 production with pretty much, I don't know how we making it happen, like not that much, you know what I'm saying? So imagine when we do got 50,000 to spend. That's how I'm seeing it. Like we over here making these high level things with crumbs in the grand scheme of things. So imagine when we do got 50 bands to spend on a video. Like we gonna make fucking crazy shit. So we're over here like with little breadcrumbs creating greatness already.
That's dope.
So it's like I can only imagine when we get to that level.
I mean, we got 50 bands to spend, but on a
Yeah.
fucking video, god
not
damn
on
it.
video. We spent
Yeah.
50,000 total
People
if you
don't do it.
combine
You're
our
right.
videos.
Artists, I have been slacking on that. They're not.
Yeah, the girls are
spending.
holding it down. Cardi B's holding it down with the videos. Doja Cat.
Is Cardi B signed though? She has a label that
Yeah.
pays for it.
But still, the artists that are signed could always lead the creativity. Tyler, the Creator, has some of the best videos ever.
Yeah,
ASAP
man, I
Rocky.
definitely want Tyler to not even do a song with him, man. I want him to do a
Direct the
video for
video,
me, man.
right.
Direct the fucking video. Man, I need a video for sure from Tyler. That's definitely one of my goals.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he have a store or something?
On Melrose.
I
He
think
has a
on
lot of
Fairfax.
things.
Yeah, I think
I
Oh.
should go over there. His probably over there.
he's done it all, man. He's definitely a legend
Love
from the
Tyler.
city.
I think we're kind of in that space of like creativeness, which sometimes LA is always late to. Like they like to crown it when the whole world crowns it. But you
That's
know, we
true.
getting there and we doing it our way, and it feels good,
Yeah, hell
man.
yeah, you guys are getting there, man. I've
Yeah.
seen you guys everywhere.
We're there, man.
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
are
we
who
are
you
there.
are.
We're doing it.
You are who you are before you get there.
Yeah.
I'm already there. Like I'm already mentally there. It's happening. Like I'm happy with where my career is at, and I see it growing. So it's like,
Yeah, you guys got that
know.
trajectory.
yeah, it's going.
Man,
I
we're on
already-
speed dial with
already see
Shaquille
it.
O'Neal, bro. We were just talking the other day, like, how is that
Yeah, I saw you guys
even
FaceTime
possible?
him. on,
He's
uh,
just
the
texting
cruise
us like we're almost like we're sleeping on it because he's trying to
You
do
could
the
just
next song
mention my
already.
name. Say, I'm just with Angelica.
He
you
didn't text me
know,
right
that's
now,
all
but-
Shaq.
Look what he texted us the other day,
Her
dude.
Instagram is just this. No, just kidding.
Look how much he's locked in on being the third Yodi. He had AI do a
He
picture
really
of him
wants
with
to
a
be
third,
the,
with a black
damn.
coyote,
Okay,
and he just
so
texted it out of
he's
nowhere.
serious saying he's the
Yeah.
third Yodi.
No, yeah, he's the third Yodi. That's why he wants to do an album together. He's been on us about the album. We're kind of lagging it.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but,
That's pretty dope. You
yeah.
guys got a third
Hell
member
yeah.
now.
Yeah, man, I fucking love Shaq. He's my favorite player of all time, man. So to call him an honorary Yodi is kind of
That's pretty crazy.
Wild.
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy, man.
yeah.
And
So
you know, we're doing it all in our time. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm happy where we're at because everything we're doing is in-house now. It's like all up to us, and it's fucking growing. The trajectory is like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's gonna just keep going
like
that way.
this.
Yeah, so
No.
like you were saying, like it's good that you guys started off on a label and you
Yeah.
guys saw,
We had to get benched to
right?
put the battery in our back. God had to show us, like, yeah, this is what's possible. We're performing in front of 5,000 people every night, 2 months in a row. And then he took it from us. He was like, yep. And then we're
That's
like, what the
crazy
fuck?
how that goes.
And
Not
then
enough
it wasn't a
work
good
being put in.
feeling, but it was, once we took the responsibility, like, because it's easy to point fingers, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that. Now, we are where we are because of us. You know what I'm saying? The work that we did or we didn't do, that's why we are where we are. And then once that light changed in us, everything started changing around us. And, you know, there is no big team behind us. You know, someone yesterday asked me, he's like, damn, bro, you guys got a good ass team. Like, who's getting you in contact with all these people? I'm like,
What?
team.
What team?
I was like, you looking at the team
The
right
team
here,
is
it's us.
1, 2, 3, social media.
Yeah, and we tag in a
these
lot
thumbs.
of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
definitely
tag in
tag in a lot of
Marmo.
people.
Shout out to Marmo. Shout out to fucking Krias, Pro Club. There's a lot of people that help us with our visions, but it's the team is right here. Us, Doughboy, and fucking
Shout out Doughboy.
my cousin Julian too. He be
You gotta
showing
build
up.
relationships
the homie,
yourself,
Juice.
man. You gotta build that catalog and just like, you know,
But
Be
nobody,
amazing
no
like
one's
us,
pulling
and
strings.
people will fuck with you. Nobody fucks with you. I'm sorry, my guy.
Yeah.
You just not that tight.
Yeah, and you're not doing the work like a lot of
Not
people
you, the
think.
cameraman. I'm talking to the camera.
Yeah. A lot of people think they're doing the work. It's crazy. It's like
They're trying to cheat it. They're trying to fool the people. You can't fool the people.
You can't
No
fool the
way.
algorithm.
You can't fool the
fool the
universe.
You can't fool the
algorithm. You can't fool the
algorithm.
universe. You
Like,
can't fool
Yeah,
none
you
of
can't
it.
fool the universe,
Put the
for
fucking
sure.
back work. And then if you do fool it and you get there and you're like, damn, I finessed my way up in this motherfucker.
Ain't gonna
Then you're
lie.
gonna get tested.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Once you get
exactly.
tested, boom, all that shit's gonna crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now
think
you
that's what
skipped
happened
all
to
them
us.
steps.
That's what happened
Just
to
to
us.
crumble down.
Because I think we pussyfooted most of our rap career in the beginning, but we had talent, and then that talent got us signed, and then God showed us the possibilities, but he's like, yeah, but y'all pussyfooting.
Yeah. It's
So-
like that. It's the
Shit.
And then
same
we
when,
had to fucking
when
step it up.
preparation meets opportunity. The
Yeah.
opportunity gonna come, but if you're not prepared, guess what? You're
Yeah.
gonna swipe. They're gonna pull that rug right from
Yup.
under your feet.
So,
So it's like you gotta put that work in just so you're
Mm-hmm.
prepared.
what are you doing on your free time? Like, that's the biggest thing I tell people, like,
Jerking off,
yeah, like, and everyone, of course,
watching porn, fucking
that's what we were
going
gonna say, okay? So a
Netflixing
lot of
and
celebrities,
chilling and going to the
they're
movies.
conquering industries
Porn.
and then they're jumping to porn.
Damn.
Kanye just posted on his Instagram right now. Did you see?
what?
No
No.
way. It's because he got dick surgery.
What he
He
post?
said his porn is coming. That's what it
I
says.
got a homie that
He-
works
he
for
did get
Kanye.
dick
He told me he
surgery.
got dick surgery.
Yeah, don't say who it is, but yeah, he 100%
That's
got
why he
dick
started
surgery.
doing porn now.
100%, because he was making
Well, he
those
literally
sweats.
just posted
You know how
on
he
Instagram.
made those sweats, and they're thin, so you know he
Let's
had
not
to
talk
be,
about another man's private
he had
part.
to be printed up, so that's why he got his dick enlargement. That's a fact. But that's
breaking
neither- I'm a huge Kanye fan though. I love Kanye West. That shit he doing with what he just did was kind of
Maybe
lame,
that's
the
the
Drake
move.
shit,
Get
but-
dick surgery and start doing porn.
Yeah. Nah, we're gonna be in real movies, and that too.
All
right?
natural.
We always talk about we want to act, right? We didn't wait for the opportunity to act. It's like, all right, well, we make
Yeah.
music videos, let's act. Like, it's simple as that. Like,
Pocho?
yeah, Pocho, the Pop the Trunk, we're acting. Fucking, we've acted in hella videos, but we really doubled
Pocho
down
is
on
like a
those two.
slang
Yeah.
word, right?
Yeah,
The
we just about to fucking take over Hollywood. That's what we're about to do, man. We're about to
Pocho
be
is
everywhere.
intended to be disrespect to Mexican Americans.
Yeah.
Like, Mexicans would be like, oh, you're not Mexican, you're a Pocho. So we're kind of changing it, like, yeah, and what? Like, because at the end of the
Taking the
day,
power
we're
of
not,
the word.
we feel like we're not from here or there, so we're creating this new thing. We're from both places, and yeah, we're proud of it, and what? Like,
That's like the movement right now, right?
yeah.
I remember we went viral one time buying out the corn man. Like we bought out his whole
Ow.
it went viral. It was probably like 2 years ago, and then it made it to the news in like Mexico and like Channel 52 or something.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it started, the dude that was on the news channel was like, "Dos pochos," and I was like, "Damn."
Oh,
That's where I got the idea from, man. Let's call it Pocho. That's what they call us, I guess.
Yeah, but you know, it's like that's our superpower. At the end of the day, it was the first. It would hinder us at first, but now it's really a superpower, and it's a race in hip hop at least. Cause Latinos are killing it, like Peso Pluma and all this shit. But in hip hop, it's like a race to the top. Like we're not at the top right now. There's a guy that's super killing it, but we're on their ass.
A lot of them are,
though.
man. A lot of them are. Shout out to them and shit.
Yeah, a
but
lot
like
of Latinos.
we're in it for the long haul. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got ideas for days. Like we're not just pigeonholed it into one sound, into one type of topic of discussion. We could rap about anything. Like we made a song talking about our fucking sons and our mom, like some real deep shit. Like most of these motherfuckers just want to rap in front of a car, get a bitch shaking ass, which I like that type of shit, but like we like to show layers of what we do, you know what I'm saying? Something deeper, like that stuff is cool, but then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, now what else?
Yeah.
What else? What else you got? And a lot of these motherfuckers don't got nothing else because
nothing.
they're really just living a fucking lie. Like all that shit they're saying is just regurgitated shit that they've been programmed
Yeah,
to
there's
think
no
this is what
storytelling.
hip hop needs to be,
Yeah.
type shit.
Right.
And I feel like we authentically speak from our soul and our heart.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we say, we stand by. And a lot of these motherfuckers just be putting up a front,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
And there's
gonna
no
be
layers
hard
to
all the
them. There's no
time.
layers to them. So it's like their career's gonna last like 2 years, 3 years top.
Yeah.
Then that shit gonna fizzle out.
Because people like to see humans, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a person? Like all that. Like I said, I like that element of hip hop, the ignorant shit.
Definitely, you gotta
like
have
it.
that in there because
But it
it's,
can't be all that. Like you gotta be like, I like like when I go see a artist at a show, like I like to have the fun shit. But you want to see the emotional shit. It's kind of like a roller
you
coaster.
gotta
Take
go
me
up,
on
you
a
gotta
journey
come
with
down.
you. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
Like
spin around, go up, sideways,
yeah.
like
Cry. Like, can you make somebody cry with your music? Cause motherfuckers cry to our songs.
Well, that's
they
called
always
range.
hit us up. Like,
That's
there's so
called
many
range.
people that's hit us up. Like, bro, I've never cried to a hip hop
Yeah.
record before until I heard this one.
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. And
I remember when I first played
That's
the
like
song.
Tupac, kind of, right?
Yeah, Tupac can make you cry for sure. Remember when we made the song about our kids and I showed it to the homie, like, and I was just showing him. He's like, "Oh, what's y'all latest shit?" I played that song. Fool started bawling, like, cause he was going through some shit with his baby mama and shit. So it just hit him somewhere. And a grown ass man, like the homie, just
Damn.
crying. And I'm like, damn. I felt good about the
He was
song
also
though.
lit, but
he was
yeah.
lit, but he was going through some shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
So if you can make people cry, it's like, because I know when I was writing it, I was getting teary-eyed because I was playing with my son and then he called me like that, and then that's how the song came about or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like emotions.
Yeah, man,
like,
when you can trigger people's emotions and you know what I'm saying, play with their little heartstrings in there, and it's just gonna hit
That
a
is
different
another
type
level.
of connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's really hard to find as an artist. You know,
Super.
those kind of songs you can't just sit in the booth or in the fucking in the studio and just come up with them. They kind of just strike you out of nowhere, like, oh, a dose of
You have to feel
inspiration.
it.
Like it just happened to me.
Yeah.
Like I could be walking down the street and I see something and just get weirdly inspired out of nowhere. And that's where those records come from, you know what I mean? And when you capture that in a bottle, it's fucking something special about it.
to make
I
a
really like them
record
type of records.
that makes people feel a way, you have to feel a way when you're making the record. That's the only way. I can't sit down and be like, okay, I'm gonna make a song about my mom today. That's gonna be emotional. Like, nah, it's like, it's gotta just come out of you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't approach it like you can a bragging record where I'm just talking shit. Like that, I could just do it with my fucking eyes closed. Like, but to find like the emotional songs, like those aren't easy to come by. Like, because you have to feel that way. You know?
So, do you guys have other musicians in your family since you
My
guys
father.
are both musically
Dad.
inclined?
Pops,
You
Okay.
did you
Pops,
see that shit we
grandma.
posted of him? My grandma.
great grandma.
No, but I heard about how when you guys were
Cousins?
growing up,
Yeah.
he had issues. back-
He's
Back
actually
and forth.
Yeah, he's still over there.
on the latest video
Oh,
we
he's
just
still over
dropped.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, the latest video we dropped, we went to TJ to film some stuff with him. But
But also in the video, like the audio he recorded, it's in the beginning of the video, and it's
Yeah.
also when the credits start rolling.
we used my dad's
That's
song.
my dad's song in the
Oh,
video.
wow.
Yeah, we filmed him for Instagram as part of the rollout. He's on our Instagram if you want to go back
I'm
and
gonna
see
check
it.
it out.
It's a fucking great song. When he recorded it, I was like, one take, first shot. I was like, that's it right there. I was like, man, that shit
Wow,
fire.
that's dope.
Because we needed a song for the dialogue, and the director was gonna use Vicente, but I was like, nah, let me see if my dad could cook some shit
That's
up.
'Cause then you gotta get
dope.
that, you gotta get that cleared and go through all that stuff. So
Yeah.
like, let's just make something.
First
And then
song
we
my
have
dad
pops
ever
do-
recorded.
First
Now
song
he's
he's ever
inspired.
recorded,
He's
yeah.
inspired to
That's so
record.
The other day he was like, "Watch the next one I record and we post." I'm like, "Man, that's done, man. We done with you." We ain't
You were
fucking-
like, no,
Hey,
Shaq
he's
is the
excited.
third.
You know what?
Yo,
We done. Like that's over with. Now you gotta create your own IG account. 'Cause we ain't finna post you again. Get out of here.
Yeah.
He's gonna make Coyotes.
Nah, he's good though, man. He's fucking
Yeah,
good.
Second
super
IG.
dude. He's
And I do
super
want
the
to
third
fucking-
Coyotes.
I do want to manage him and just. You never know what could happen, bro, in this fucking world.
Yeah.
With the internet, shit's crazy, bro, and I like that too. You know, inspiring our dad. That's wild. Like he was just a hobby musician, but now he's seeing his kids. He hated that we rapped at first, but now he's seeing us and he's kind of like, damn, like that's kind of cool. Like shit is possible, huh? And it's like, yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
we
that
just
must
don't
be
know what
very-
else to do. This is all we've done for half our life,
Right.
and we just do it.
Recognition or not, like we still be in the booth popping our shit,
Mm-hmm.
doing what we do. Cause at this point, man, it's like air, it's like breathing, it's like
For sure.
it's venting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If ever I got something weighing heavy on my chest, I could always go to the booth,
Yeah.
talk my
all your
shit,
guys'
you know,
stuff
pour a
that
little
drops has
drink,
been
and
just hitting.
Thank you.
yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Just like my dad, he's a hobby musician, right? He'll probably play until he dies. the difference with us is like we not only do that, we actually
We
put
tryna
it
take
out
it
for
there.
the world to hear it. That's the only thing he never did. But it's like I'm gonna do it till I die. I think, unless one day I wake up and I don't want to do it no more, which is possible, I suppose. But I don't think so though, because it's really therapeutic for me. We have so many songs that people probably will never hear that are probably super personal or just like experimental shit that where motherfuckers are singing. Like, it's really therapeutic, and we have songs in the vault that I like, but I probably would never release.
Are you guys singing on any of your tracks?
We sing a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of harmonizing a little bit, nothing too crazy, not no Mariah Carey type
Yeah,
shit, but you
things
know, we
like
play
that.
with it a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's cool. Yeah.
Questions, man.
ask
Ask
the
them.
question, ask
them dumb ass. No, I'm just kidding. Just joking.
Ask them.
Oh my God.
I see you got a lot of shit written down in there. Just ask it.
I mean, we went through what, well, I mean,
Alright.
I didn't know you guys had some bangers you guys are sitting on. Any
Mm-hmm.
ETA, like, but you guys are fresh off of Pocho, like, I
Yeah.
feel like that still needs to marinate
We
with
need to
people.
marinate. It's gonna grow, man.
2
Like I
weeks.
said before we posted it, man, we felt in our mind we felt like it was a very cultural, important record that we had to get out just to represent our people the way we feel we should be represented.
And how did you guys pick
And-
who was going to be in it?
Hold
Alright,
on. Before, yeah. And everybody just always would bug us, rap in Spanish. You should do reggaeton. That's why he kind of throws a shot at reggaeton, because people always be like, y'all should do a song in Spanish. Y'all should do it in Spanish. So we're like, fuck it, like let's do something but our way. So we did it in Spanglish. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what inspired the Pocho. then.
Damn near, yeah.
It just hit us, but kind
That was
of.
perfect.
When it hits you, then
Yeah.
you find inspiration from past things that people always tell you. But I wanted to pop my shit like, this ain't no reggaeton, bitch. Like, stop telling me to do that shit. Like,
Yes, people always tell us do reggaeton.
Yeah.
No disrespect to reggaeton.
Yeah, I
I like
fuck
a
with
lot
it.
of it, but it's just not what we do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We do hip hop, and you're not gonna change that ever. Like that's what we do. That's what we love. It's our first love, and we're pretty fucking amazing at it, in my opinion. So that's what we're gonna continue to do.
yeah. The cast you were saying?
Yeah.
So,
You should
initially,
get
right, we didn't even have a
Conejo,
song.
Concrete
Yeah.
Life, Cam Flores,
So-
Mario Lopez.
So when we pitched the idea to Mario,
Cultural.
we didn't have a song, right? But we had the idea. But we didn't know we were gonna take it to be so Mexican American, like powerful. I just had a general idea. We pitched it to him. He said he was with it. So then we're like, all right, we got a date. Like, we need a fucking song. So we made like
That's
fucking.
crazy.
We made like probably 4 songs, and then we
That
were
song
gonna.
got made like a week before the video, huh?
Yeah. It was like last minute.
Yeah.
And
Damn,
thankfully it
that's
got
crazy.
made.
Good.
But
we
you know
had
what's
other songs that we were thinking about doing, but
one of those are still. I like both of those songs actually still.
yeah.
But once we had Mario, then I was like, all right, how can we add more sauce to it? Then we pitched the Concrete and Ken, which they're the homies. They were in. Then Conejo, we needed a villain. So I'm like, who better than a villain than Conejo? We're really the villains, but kind of we're like the villains you want to root for in the
At first,
video.
yeah, the villains you want to root for. 'Cause
Yeah.
at first, like when we were envisioning the video, we were thinking, yeah, Conejo's a sick ass villain.
Yeah.
But then when we go back and look at the video, we're like, damn,
We're the
we're
bad
kind of the
guys.
villains.
Yeah.
But it worked out though. It still came
Yeah.
out pretty
Yeah, it's a
fucking
good
fire.
video. I like
And we didn't work out, but that was the core. And MC Magic was kind of last minute too, cause we were texting and shit, and he wanted to do something with us. And I was like, let me just send him this record and see if it works. And initially he sang over the actual beat, but we didn't like it. So I was like, like, cause that beat's super hardcore, like, and he tried to do that singing shit to it. And it wasn't vibing. We were like, nah, but I was like, there's no way we're gonna tell MC Magic we're not gonna use it. So I hit him up, I was like, yo, I fuck with what you're saying, but I don't really fuck with it over the beat, so I'm gonna try some Kanye shit. I was like, we just completely gonna flip the beat at the end. And then, so then we did the keys, and once we added the keys to it, we're like blown away. We're like, oh shit, like this is the sauce that needed.
That's dope.
So that was a last minute thing too, because initially MC Magic was just gonna be over the same beat we're rapping over, but
It just took it to a different fucking dimension.
Yeah, added the
different
emotion.
portal. Yeah,
Yeah.
added the emotion. Somebody told us too, making
Today.
people cry. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I never would have thought a hip hop song this hardcore would make me tear up. once that part came in, he said he started tearing up.
Yeah, I pinned it on the
Crazy.
comment.
Yeah, I saw
Fucking
that.
with people's
I saw him
emotions,
say
man.
that.
Yeah.
It makes music connect on a different level.
Yeah, so shout out to MC Magic too, man.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking cast, and shout out to all the homies, though, man. You know, even the minor characters are somebody.
People coming up, Doman, Alexis,
Metaphor,
Cypress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice there was some faces, other faces on that. I was like,
Juice, the homie Juice was in there in the cut. But Doman, to me, he's one of my favorite rappers coming up, man. I feel like he could box with anybody too, but yeah, it's a great video.
Did you see the credits of the video?
yeah.
Did you see when he split his head open?
Yes, you like hit
Oh,
your
Yeah,
head.
so the director sent him where he can buy prop bottles that
Yeah.
easily break, right? They're kind of expensive. They're like probably like $10, $5 a pop, right?
No, they're like 20 a pop.
20 a pop
Yeah.
for a bottle.
Yeah.
And then this motherfucker goes on Amazon and he's like, oh, I found some way cheaper. They're like 30 bottles for fucking $10, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck that, I scored. He ends up going to a different site, Amazon. He gets this fucking shitload of bottles. They're real bottles. They're not easily breakable bottles.
They're
They're
just
just
blank-
bottles that
blank
are blank.
bottles,
So
yeah.
you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about the commercial and getting shit like, you know what I'm saying? So we don't even test one.
Yeah, we don't test
We don't even test one where there's like, fuck it, they're pop bottles, they're gonna break easily.
Oh
Luckily,
my God.
he did it to himself first, because I was gonna well on one of the homies, and he's
Right.
older too. So you know when you're older, your skin is
Yeah.
thinner, so you'll split right
would've caught
fucking
a
open.
lawsuit.
We would have got a lawsuit, and I was gonna give it to him, no diddy. I was
It
gonna
would have turned into that
bah,
Alec
crack him
Baldwin.
open.
Yeah,
But
bro. Thankfully,
Last
I hit
minute,
myself.
somebody said like, nah, let's shoot Vic's scene first.
Yeah.
And then so they shot the scene. This motherfucker
Yeah,
thinking
just-
he's in the WWE, want to do some fucking push, come on, type shit, right?
Because that scene, it was supposed to be like that. Before we went outside, we were going to get crazy. I was going to crack one. Rick was going to crack the homie. Then we were going to go outside. But since I really cracked my head and I
Used
started
the actual
gushing.
real bottle, cracked his
Yeah.
head, split his shit open. It almost fucked up the whole day. Like we were gonna stop shooting, but he started
Crazy
thinking about
glue,
all
we
the
just crazy
bread
glued
we
them,
spent too. We're like, fuck that, crazy glue this shit right now. Let's start rolling. And we're racing against the sun.
Mario was
about to
20
show
minutes
up.
Oh my
away.
God.
Yeah, so I was like, man, fuck what's going on
Where'd you
here.
get the crazy glue from?
Someone fucking
Somebody
had
had
it.
a fucking
Yeah.
emergency kit, luckily.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Always
But-
have an emergency kit on set. That's what it taught us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the behind the scenes that goes more in depth with that
Oh, I'm glad
actually
you're
happening.
okay.
Yeah, everything was cool. It worked
Luckily,
out.
the braids kind of stopped the impact,
Yeah.
so he didn't get all the way split
Thank
open.
God.
Yeah. I think what happened was I had this little metal clip on it and it's spiky at the end. The bottle hit that and it just created a little,
Oh, so it
a little
shattered
thing.
it?
Yeah, the bottle didn't even shatter. No, it was just fucking.
Oh, so
It was
that's
just
good.
it was
That's
just
good.
Yeah,
would've
it was
went
just
worse.
a stupid ass. Fool.
Yeah, stupid ass motherfucker. Like we didn't even test it. Like fucking idiots. But yeah, it was cool. That was a surprisingly fun day. Cause typically shoots like that are 12 hours, 2 day shoots aren't fun because it's a lot of work. But that
That's
day,
that movie magic,
yeah,
guys.
man.
everything went smooth. We were on time. Besides me cracking my head, everyone that said this was gonna show up showed up. Because when you're asking people to show up, especially that at their level, Mario, Concrete, Ken, they're
Mario
killing
Lopez
it.
is
Yode's.
like a
Cool.
superstar.
Like
Yode's.
you kind of doubt that they might not
Yode's.
show up. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, what if Mario don't show up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if Conejo don't show up? What if? But everyone
Fuck
showed
them.
up, man. You know what I'm saying? And it went fucking great. It was a fucking great day. Best video to date until our next one drops.
Oh, yep. Like you said, you only.
Best foot forward.
You
We're already
guys-
thinking
gonna throw
on the next
some,
one.
We gonna throw some little bullshit videos out there too.
Yeah,
though, you know,
yeah.
because we stay working. We're always fucking working.
Yeah.
Even when we're not doing these big productions, we're like, all right, let's fucking pick up a camera and fucking
Yeah.
pull a record out. Like let's
Yeah.
shoot something.
Yeah.
Like we run and gun all
Hell
the
yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
we're gonna continue to feed the algorithm.
For sure.
The name of the game is content. And I hear a lot of artists be like, I didn't get into this shit to be a content creator.
Well, at this climate,
we don't wanna
buddy,
be
you're not
artists
gonna
then.
do shit.
Yeah.
Sit your ass
Yeah.
at home and enjoy the show.
Yep.
'Cause
Exactly.
That's the climate we're in. Content is king. It's
Yeah.
unfortunately, but it's also fortunately.
Fortunately, because the content now we're in Legends fucking not only on their radar, they're tapping in with us to work with us. So it's like all because of content, you know what I'm saying? So if, like we said earlier, if you do cool shit, people want to do cool shit with you.
That's right.
So,
let's talk about some rumors.
okay, let's go for it. There's rumors about us? Damn.
Nah,
I'm sure there is.
I'm
Look at all
a
these
softball
rumors.
interviewer, okay? Like,
Nah, there's definitely
you guys
rumors
will know
about
that.
us.
I never like do anything like too crazy,
he's-
but
You're not
Yeah, let's
messy
get
like that.
into it.
I just heard you guys,
Let's get messy.
you know, got kicked out of Rolling Loud. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Is this true?
So that story is 95% true. So
We didn't really get kicked out.
no, that was orchestrated for the sake of the content. But
There we go.
I did rush the stage.
yeah, like we were on a mission that day. The homie Lecheto was like, "Yo, I got a Toyota stage. You guys want to come rock? If you guys could find a way to get in Rolling Loud, I'll give you guys the mic, blah, blah, blah." But this was a small ass little fucking thing. It wasn't like the stage, right?
Okay.
So we're like, all right, let's go do this Lecheto shit, but let's find a way to get on the fucking one of the main stages and try to rap. That was our goal. So we're like, let's just document everything. If we do it, we'll release the content. If we don't, we don't. So we just start filming the whole process first. How we gonna get bands? We got the bands. How we gonna get into the media section? Got in the media
Is there a
section.
YouTube video on?
Discord.
There's-
It's on
YouTube.
Instagram.
It's on YouTube too. You can
Oh,
find
okay,
it.
'cause I
So it's all documented.
Okay.
The whole process, right? We thought we had artist bands, but we didn't. So we're trying to get in places they're not letting us in. And then finally, my brother sees Brittany. We almost called it. I was ready to call it, but he was already drunk, so he was like, "Fuck that! Like we gonna do this shit."
You guys are on a mission
So
at
yeah,
that point?
and we had a show to go to in an hour, so now we're racing against time.
Just like the soul of Old Dirty Bastard was just like pulsating through my body. I just felt like ODB.
And you only had an
Yeah.
hour? I
Man,
probably
what?
would have been like,
Yeah,
oh man, we're
we're
gonna
an
have
hour
time.
You're
left.
not gonna give
But
me the
you guys
stage.
are like,
I'm
nope.
taking that shit.
Yeah.
You guys are like, we're here.
And then he
we're
saw
doing it.
Brittany Reiner. What's her name? Brittany Reiner?
don't know.
Geiner?
Brittany something.
She's
Yeah,
like
I know
the
who
pretty
I've heard
girl
of her.
that's kind of like a famous hoe, I guess. I don't know what to
Yeah,
call it.
basically.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what she did, but there you go.
But so my brother like, let's just go in with them. Let's go in with them. So they're kind of in front of us, and we're just telling all security guards, so like, oh, we're with them. We're with them. So like we're with them, and all the way up to one of the main stages.
Did she see you behind
No.
her?
And then we're on one of the main stages. So now I'm hyping Rick up. So now I'm like, man, you got this. All that. Just have your fucking freestyle
So you
ready.
pushed
Like,
him.
nah. And then he's already drunk. He's like, yeah, I'm fucking doing it, right? Then Currency was on there. And then Currency was about to get off. My brother's right next to the stage. He don't know who to give the mic to. My brother's like, give it here, give it here. So Currency
like,
gives
who do
my
I
brother
give
the
this
mic.
Hands
And then
the
I'm like,
baton.
go. I'm filming and I'm like, go, motherfucker. And then my brother runs on the stage, says a few bars, and then they just told us, they thought we were with
Capping. I
Currency.
did not say a few bars.
Nah,
I was like,
he was trying to, bro.
Rolling Loud, make some fucking noise.
Yeah, they cut
Cut
it
my
off.
shit.
And then
damn,
they
they
thought
I
we
just
were
was
with
up there
Currency.
and I went,
Yeah,
I shrugged it off, walked off.
but we edited it like he rapped.
Successful.
But the security guard wasn't tripping. They thought we were with Currency, and they're like, "Hey, y'all
Yeah.
people are down
They're
there."
like, hey, your
We're like,
time's
"Oh."
up. Your time's
Yeah.
up. You already down there. And I
You
was
were
like,
like,
okay,
oh.
bet, say
Yeah.
less. All right,
yeah,
my
yeah,
bad.
all good.
But then
so you
since-
didn't get kicked out?
No.
No,
so,
and then
but
for
then,
the content, when
Yeah.
we were walking out, I was just telling the security guard, hey, man, pretend to kick me out.
yeah.
And then he was like, all right, bet, whatever. He pretended to kick me out. It just made the content
That's
a little.
funny.
So we're
Don't
film-
believe everything you see
Yeah.
on the internet. That's the moral of the motherfucking story. There's a lot of deception out there.
We're filmmakers, right? So even these moments, we approach it as a mini documentary. So we're already picturing what things we need to hit to make the story a story. And that was just the final piece of the story, and we just orchestrated it with one of the guys, one of the
I
security
was really
guys
trying to
there.
get my bars off
Yeah,
up there,
he
though. That
was.
was the main mission.
That was the
You know what I'm
mission.
saying?
Well, there's
Like,
always
get
next
on
year.
stage and
Yeah.
What about next year?
Yeah, I'm not even
I heard
pressed
you guys
about
gonna
it.
be there
You know,
next year.
we've done plenty
Yeah, I
of
think so.
festivals. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Next year
everything
we
in
gonna
due
be on
time.
it.
Everything in due time. I just felt like it'll be pretty fucking
I saw
iconic if
J.
I
Crew
just.
say he's gonna talk to Tarek for you guys.
Yeah, for
Guys,
sure.
He hit him up. I saw him hit him up. I'm gonna press the line.
I mean,
more for
any
sure.
any festival we go to and we're there and we're backstage, like I'm gonna try to get on the stage. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck if I'm on the bill.
We
or
tried
not.
that on
It's just what
Coachella too.
It's just what I'm gonna do. Like,
Did you guys go to Coachella?
Not this year. The same Rolling Loud year, we went to Coachella that year to do the same thing, and we missed our window. We had a window. We were on stage. We could have done
we're
it.
partying. We're having a good time. So we're like, we'll get it later.
No, we were like, let's check all the
Oh.
stages first before we choose which one, because it was so easy. And then, but that
Damn.
first stage was our cleanest shot, and we could have got it. but we're like, let's check the main.
And also, we're
thing.
not gonna have to do that
You
anymore.
guys got too
Pretty
ambitious.
soon, we're not even gonna have to do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
we're already our schedule's getting
It's
booked
hard
up
to
like
get
crazy.
on Coachella as a Latino.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's possible
we'll get
though. We're
there.
gonna make it happen.
But even did you see the recap of the Chinese theater thing? No, so we posted a recap for that too. But I'm saying everything we do, we approach it as a mini, like doc for the Instagram is our TV channel, and we treat everything like a little episode. So whenever we do anything, I make sure there's certain things I want to hit to make a story happen, and I'd have a piece of content
And you guys
that's
are all
worth
over
telling.
YouTube as well.
Yep.
Well, our YouTube's starting to grow now. Finally,
Yeah.
we used to do
You guys
terrible
are always
on there.
in my feed.
Yeah, we're starting to
So-
grow because we didn't realize that shit's like a social media too. So now we're treating that like social media versus just a YouTube channel type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's growing. We got like 41,000 subscribers on there now, so it's growing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Road
love
to
that.
100,000. We're gonna reach 100,000 followers probably in a month or two. Hopefully 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
And so you said the analytics that you guys are looking at that's coming from Europe are those the Spotify spends
Spotify.
and then the YouTube.
I don't really dive into YouTube analytics. I should, but I don't.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, you know?
Yeah.
Check that out. I'd be interested to hear or see what states. You know, you can just take it down to the states.
Yeah.
and just
80% midgets.
Yeah.
10% trans.
No, I mean like
5%
California.
men, 5% women.
Texas fucks with us.
That's good.
We have Texas, large California though, LA. Yeah, I need to zoom in. I need to dive deeper, but again, we do everything ourselves, so sometimes it's hard to like keep up with everything.
Man,
completely.
I can't. You guys seem to really have like a system down because you guys are putting out a lot of content and it is produced well.
It's all us. It's all edited, shot. A lot like the whole shit on the Chinese theater. Most of it was iPhone footage. The homie Chris pulled up and had a genius idea of having his son interview him, which ended up being great for it. But yeah, you just gotta
Yeah, I try to
film.
put a
Just
little
gotta
clip
film.
together
Oh,
from when
yeah.
I was there. So
Yeah.
I
Just,
got you guys walking up the stairs.
Yeah, nice.
The code is just, you know, you gotta stay out of your own way.
Yeah.
Stay out of your own way. Stop overthinking everything. Like
Yeah, that's
every
great
and
advice.
every second of every moment is a moment. So
Yeah.
capture it, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just get out of your own way. And that's what we've done. Sometimes we get in our way again, but
Hell yeah.
you gotta always remind yourself,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Keep fucking moving.
We're only human, you know. So you do certain things like, well, it's trial and error. We still fail more than we succeed, but sometimes you fail so many times in a row, you get back in your head a little bit, and then you get a dub again, and then you're out of your head again, and then you're just shooting again. You just got to keep shooting. When you
Yeah.
get in your head and you stop shooting, you stop scoring. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just
Yeah,
got to shoot.
I remember watching you guys on the cruise show, and you guys were saying that like you guys were really feeling like you guys were almost ready to throw in the towel, and like that's the next day you guys like went viral, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Well, we had our first big fight. We never fight, and then we
Right,
fought at a wedding.
I think no matter how
Oh
big,
yeah, that's
no
what it
matter
was.
how big we get, that thought of quitting will always be there because it's just, you know,
Stressful.
it's stressful, yeah, but we just humans at the end of the day, man. And like we said, like this is therapeutic to us, so we just keep going and do fucking cool ass shit, and that's what we're gonna continue to do.
All right, well, I'm going to ask you guys one just really off-topic question just before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about King Ryan or the
Thought it was
boxer?
Love Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had mixed feelings about Ryan when he first started. I didn't know what his angle was. I thought he was trying to get out of the fight and plead insanity, but then as it started progressing,
A lot of people
I
thought
started
that.
seeing like, oh, this guy's a marketing genius.
Yeah.
Like he's staying in people's faces, he's making headlines. And I think he took a page out of Muhammad Ali's book a little bit.
Wow.
'Cause
Goes
when
back
you-
to what we were
when
saying,
you
Those
go back to
pictures.
the entertainer
When you
shit.
go back to the Frazier fight, everybody would say Muhammad Ali was crazy. He's crazy. This guy lost his mind. He belongs in a mental institution. And that's what's going to sell tickets to. The people are going to want to tune in. And then you also you're in your opponent's head too. Like the fuck, this
Totally.
motherfucker's lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
And I think he had him beat mentally, and physically. Even him going in 3 pounds overweight.
Drinking
it was
a beer at the
it was
weigh.
fucking with his head. Like, fuck,
That
this dude
was
doesn't
crazy.
care. Like, he's going in heavier. He just had him mentally beat.
I fucking
And
love
I'm
it.
a fan. I'm a fan of
Yeah.
Ryan. Like, shout out to Ryan. He was holding it down for sure.
He knows what it takes to become a fucking megastar, and now he's on his way. He just got to keep backing it up.
Yeah.
It goes back to the entertainment shit we were saying, like, especially in fighting sports or any form of entertainment, like, you could be the best at anything, but if you're not entertaining, people aren't going to tune in. So I think something clicked in his head, and I think it's always been in him, but maybe Golden Boy wanted to keep him the clean-cut kid.
I could see that.
But he's like, man, fuck that. Like, he's being more himself.
Oh
and
yeah, I
he's-
see the
works
looks
better.
Oscar is giving to him the
Yeah.
whole time. Looks like Oscar is like, just like rolling his eyes at him most
But
of the
yeah,
time.
but now he's probably like, well, fuck it. I think
Yeah,
they
but
finally
now
let him
he's-
off
yeah.
the leash. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
dog. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
and
I would like to see him fight
brilliant.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
Pitbull is a dog, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how that turns out. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
Rolly, he'll eat up Rolly. I saw him mention Rolly.
yeah,
like,
for
he's gonna
sure.
fucking eat up Rolly. But I love Ryan. I love when I see young Latinos doing it and backing it up in a major way. So,
Yeah.
but he should get more discipline to make fucking weight because he would have won the belt. That's my only critique. But
Yeah.
besides that,
And it goes back to Pocho too. You know, Ryan gets a lot of flag from his own people not being Mexican enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
It
doesn't
also
speak
goes to
Spanish.
Yeah.
and that's okay. Like you can't. It's not your fault where you were raised, where you were born, and who raised you. And he's probably like already second generation, so he's already been in America. It don't take away the fact that his blood is still
Definitely.
Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know our people always like downplay that shit, and it also.
We
That's the
downplay
reason
it.
why we fucking put that song out.
I
we
know.
downplay it so much that Haney felt comfortable making a shirt saying that he's not one of
I
us.
thought that was.
Yeah.
That's how much we
That was-
downplay Ryan.
that was
That
fucked
says a
up.
lot about us.
I didn't like
Exactly.
that he
You know
did
what I'm
that.
saying? But
Well,
I think
that's
that was
our-
on
kinda-
us.
kinda our fault
Because we're
for-
the ones that started that narrative. Like the Latinos started that narrative about Ryan. Devin Haney just ran with it because it's something that we've always said about him. Not us, but us as a people. So that says a lot about us as a people, and that's the biggest hurdle
Yeah.
we got to overcome is us ourselves. Because when they see you a little different, we can't tolerate it, and we want to drag him down because he's not what you're used to seeing when it's a Mexican person from the United States. It's fucking bullshit. So I'm glad to see him winning, and I hope he keeps on winning, man. I think he's a great representation for us.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, there you go. Well, I appreciate you guys being
Yep.
on this episode of Latin
No
Affiliated
problem.
TV.
Thanks for having us.
Man, you guys have been everywhere. I see you guys
We will
on
continue to be everywhere. We're gonna fucking
Be
gonna
more
grab
places.
Hollywood by the neck.
As soon
Grab
as
Stick
my
our
thumb.
dick in it.
No Diddy. He might stick. I'm gonna grab my thumb. I'm not even gonna lick it dry. I'm gonna stick it up Hollywood's
Oh.
ass. Bah!
Yeah.
You're gonna see me everywhere. Get used to this fucking face.
Yeah, man.
Love it, hate it, whatever. I'm still gonna win, bitch.
hell yeah. I love
There
it,
it is.
man. I think
Thank
that
you.
those are some final
I gotta
words.
pee.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And we're out. Yo, these.
Peace out.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm with